Thomas Edison, the inventor of light. Once upon a time, in a small town in the United States, there lived a boy named Thomas Edison. He was born on February 11, 1847, in Milan, Ohio. From a young age, Thomas showed a keen interest in the world around him. He was a curious and inventive child, always eager to learn and explore. As Thomas grew older, his curiosity only deepened. He was fascinated by the workings of machines and the mysteries of science. He spent countless hours reading books, conducting experiments, and taking things apart to see how they worked. One day, when he was just a young boy, Thomas's teacher sent him home with a note for his mother. The note said Thomas is too curious for his own good. He asks too many questions and disrupts the class. Please teach him at home. Thomas's mother, Nancy, was a loving and supportive parent. She saw her son's potential and decided to homeschool him. She encouraged his curiosity and provided him with books and materials to fuel his thirst for knowledge. One of Thomas's early experiments involved a little laboratory he set up in the basement of their home. He collected all sorts of chemicals and equipment, and spent hours mixing and testing them. One day, a small explosion echoed from the basement, and smoke billowed up the stairs. Nancy rushed down to find her son unharmed but surrounded by a cloud of smoke. "What happened, Thomas?" she exclaimed. "I was trying to create a new kind of firework," Thomas replied with a mischievous grin. Nancy sighed but couldn't help but smile. She knew that her son was special and that his experiments, no matter how explosive, were all part of his learning journey. As Thomas grew older, his family faced some financial difficulties. They moved to different towns in search of better opportunities, and Thomas had to find odd jobs to help support his family. But no matter where he was or what he was doing, he never stopped being curious and inventive. One of Thomas's early jobs was working as a newsboy on a train. He sold newspapers to passengers, but he also spent his time reading the articles and learning about the latest inventions and discoveries. He dreamt of one day becoming an inventor himself. Eventually, Thomas got a job as a telegraph operator. This job allowed him to learn more about electricity and communication, and it was during this time that he received his first patent for an invention called the automatic repeater. This device made it easier for telegraph operators to transmit messages over long distances. With his first taste of success as an inventor, Thomas decided to move to New York City, where he hoped to find more opportunities to pursue his passion for inventing. He rented a small workshop and filled it with equipment and materials. He worked tirelessly, day and night, on various inventions, but success did not come easy. One of the challenges Thomas faced was finding a way to improve the efficiency of the electric light. At the time, gas lamps were the primary source of lighting, but they were expensive and dangerous. Thomas believed that he could create a safer and more efficient way to light homes and streets. He spent years experimenting with different materials and designs. He tested thousands of filaments, the part of the bulb that produces light, trying to find one that would last a long time without burning out. He also worked on improving the design of the electric generator, which was needed to produce the electricity required to power the light bulb. Thomas faced many setbacks and failures during this time. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His determination and resilience were remarkable. He kept trying and learning from his mistakes. Finally, after years of hard work and countless experiments, Thomas Edison had a breakthrough. He developed a practical and long-lasting electric light bulb. It was a small glass bulb with a filament made of carbonized bamboo. When electricity flowed through the filament, it produced a bright and steady light. Thomas knew that his invention had the potential to change the world. It could bring safe and reliable light to people's homes, businesses, and streets, replacing the old and dangerous gas lamps. But he didn't stop at just inventing the light bulb. He also had to find a way to make it affordable and practical for everyday use. To achieve this, Thomas Edison formed the Edison Electric Light Company and built the first electric power station in New York City. This power station generated electricity and distributed it to homes and businesses through a network of wires. It was the birth of the electric utility industry, and it paved the way for the widespread use of electric lighting. On December 31, 1879, Thomas Edison lit up a street in Menlo Park, New Jersey, with electric light bulbs. It was a historic moment that marked the beginning of a new era in lighting technology. People were amazed by the brilliance of the electric light, and word quickly spread about Edison's invention. The success of the electric light bulb made Thomas Edison a household name. He became known as the Wizard of Menlo Park and received international acclaim for his groundbreaking invention. But he didn't stop there. He continued to work on many other inventions and improvements to various technologies. One of Thomas's other notable inventions was the phonograph, a device that could record and play back sound. He also worked on developing motion pictures, creating the first motion picture camera and projector. These inventions revolutionized entertainment and communication. Despite his incredible success as an inventor, Thomas Edison remained humble and down to earth. He once said, "I never did anything by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident, they came by work." He believed that hard work and persistence were the keys to innovation. Thomas Edison's contributions to science and technology were not limited to his inventions. He also believed in the power of teamwork and collaboration. He created a research and development laboratory in Menlo Park, where a team of talented scientists and engineers worked together to solve complex problems and develop new technologies. One of the most famous inventions to come out of Edison's lab was the Edison effect, which led to the development of vacuum tubes and, later, the transistor. These inventions were essential for the development of modern electronics and telecommunications. As Thomas Edison's fame and success grew, he also became a philanthropist. He used his wealth to support various charitable causes and educational institutions. He believed in the importance of education and lifelong learning. In his later years, Thomas Edison continued to work on projects and experiments. He never stopped being curious and inventive. He once said, "To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk." He believed that the combination of imagination and practical experimentation could lead to great discoveries. Thomas Edison passed away on October 18, 1931. But his legacy continues to shine brightly. His inventions have had a profound and lasting impact on the world. The electric light bulb, the phonograph, and the motion picture camera are just a few of the many innovations that bear his name. Today, we can walk into a room, flip a switch, and fill our surroundings with light, thanks to Thomas Edison's pioneering work. We can listen to music, watch movies, and communicate with people around the world, all because of the inventions and innovations that he and his team brought to life.